My lovely people. Happy Friday, guys. Hope you guys are doing well out there. I'm gonna let you guys know I don't feel good. I'm like super nauseous today, and I have a stomach bug. I don't know what it is. Something's going on. So I'm not like on 100% today, but we're gonna try and we're gonna get through it today. I'll be on here as long as I physically possibly can, you guys. Hopefully we can just get through it. It seems like it's gonna be a pretty long day today, so we'll see how things go. We already have a severe thunderstorm watch out for West Texas here this afternoon until 7 p.m. Central Time. So I'll pull that up here in just a second. Here's our big risk zone for today. Oklahoma City down towards basically southern Texas. We have the chance for severe weather today for hail, wind, and then possibly a couple of tornadoes. We do have a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings out here for some small hail. Fort Stockton, you got a severe thunderstorm warning just to the east of you guys here. This is going to be for 1-inch hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds. Got about 5 minutes left on that warning there. Then we've also got a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings here along Interstate 10, just east of Van Horn, here for 1-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. So nothing too crazy ongoing right now. It's going to take these storms a little bit of time to get themselves going here. Let me go ahead and pull up our latest watch. Let me get this yanked over here. Alrighty. All right, so here's our latest watch. This goes from southwestern Oklahoma back down here into west central Texas. So Childress, Lubbock, Abilene, Midland, San Angelo, Sanderson. You guys are all in this watch. This is out till 7 p.m. Central Time. We've got the threat for tornadoes, winds up to 80 miles per hour, and the threat for large hail up to really 3+ inches in diameter here. They ended up patching today's hail threat. So we're going to have to watch for a couple of supercells this afternoon that could pose a all hazards risk here, and eventually this line of storms or this area of thunderstorms is going to grow upscale, and we're going to have one big line of storms that's going to be moving through the state of Texas later on this afternoon into the evening hours. So once again, depending on how our low-level jet responds and how things kind of come together here, we could see, like I said, a pretty substantial tornado risk later on this evening here across mostly going to be western and central Texas here. So just taking a look here as well as at our atmosphere, you can see the instability is definitely out there today. We've got lots of instability, so storms have plentiful storm fuel for today. We've got a decent amount of moisture as well. Dew points are going to be in the low to mid 60s, and then we're also going to have, like I said, the threat for those tornadoes later on this evening, especially as our low-level jet starts to ramp up. Let me get this day one risk pulled up here. Once again, here's the day one risk for today. Slight risk in the yellow, marginal risk in the green, level 1 to level 2. Tornado risk today is in a 5% and a 2%, so pretty elevated tornado risk today from southwest Oklahoma back down into south central Texas, Houston, San Antonio, Austin, Killeen, Waco, Abilene, Dallas. You're in that. Pretty much every single city that I can think of that's in Texas that's a major city is in this risk zone for today. Depending on whether it goes afternoon to the overnight hours, we have a wind threat at 15 and 5% here as well for winds up to 70 miles per hour. And then we have that hail threat now hatched with hail, 2+ inches in diameter. So we'll, like I said, have to watch out here for the larger hail. And then east of that there, 1 to 2 inch diameter hail. Also, taking a look at tomorrow's risk zone, we now have a weird marginal risk zone for the whole entire state of Oregon tomorrow. There's also a 2% tornado risk tomorrow that just got added to this area here for low top supercells early tomorrow morning. So as we have a low pressure system up there, there's going to be a chance for some low end tornadoes tomorrow in Oregon. Didn't think that was going to be a thing. But our main risk zone for tomorrow is going to be back down here into East Texas in southern Louisiana. Once again, tornado risk for tomorrow, 2% all the way up here into western Oregon now. And then a 2 and a 5% back down here towards Houston, Austin, Lufkin, Alexandria, New Orleans, you name it. Pretty much all of Louisiana here is in that risk zone for tomorrow. And then getting into East Texas, and then wind threat tomorrow at 15 and 5%, and then hail threat at 15 and 5%. So a very interesting day as well tomorrow for the chance for some severe weather. And then taking a look at the day 3 outlook, this will update later on this afternoon. But we also have the chance for an isolated tornado risk, wind threats, and hail threat again on Sunday. So a really interesting next couple days here. Let's see here. Hold on 1 second. Okay. I'm not really exhausted per se. I just don't feel good. My stomach hurts. My head hurts. I slept horribly last night. Go figure, the one day that I'm and it's supposed to be here for you guys. So we're just gonna push it as long as we can. We'll see what happens. I don't feel great, so yeah, it's all right. It happens sometimes. So we're just gonna watch radar, see how things play out today. Nothing too crazy going on right now. I probably could have slept later this morning instead of getting up early, but I didn't. I didn't do that. So welcome into the YouTube channel as well. If you're over there, Justin, good to see you on there. Appreciate your help over there. Good to see everybody else here on the TikTok stream. Check out a couple updates here. Let's see. Hopefully I can make it through most of the day today with you guys. That's the game plan. Yeah, I'm gonna be on here as long as I can. Hopefully I start to feel better later on. It took some pep day. Like my stomach is in knots. Like I feel awful. I tried to go get coffee this morning. I haven't even eaten half the food that I bought this morning because I haven't felt great. So I don't know what is going on today. It just one of those days. So you never know. All right. Brooke, I just messaged you on Snap, by the way. I was going to let you know, you're in a risk zone tomorrow for severe weather in Oregon. Just a heads up. They just issued you in a level 1 marginal risk tomorrow. There is also a tornado risk with it as well. I don't know where you're at in Oregon. I'll show you the map here so you can see it. Did not expect this to come out today whatsoever. But weird stuff happens. So this is tomorrow's risk zone. Marginal risk. There it is. The tornado risk is in the 2%. So you'd be Eugene. I don't know where you're at, like I said. 2% in the green up here. This is for tomorrow morning. So early tomorrow morning. 2% chance of seeing isolated tornadoes. Wind threat at 5% for winds up to 60. And the hail threat is non-existent. But welcome to Oregon. Yeah. Like the second time I think I've seen a tornado risk up there this year. Portland is just outside the 2% there. And then the wind threat. So you'll be having winds up to 60 miles per hour possible. Just a heads up. Oh, man. Hello, no drama. You think I could fly? I mean, you never know. It's worth trying, right? You never know. Yeah, 60 mile per hour winds are pretty quick. Now we're back to no severe thunderstorm warnings. I'll be very interested to see how this sets up today. Very interesting. So, what are we looking at now? We're looking at severe storms in Texas today. We got the chance for tornadoes, wind, and hail today across Texas. So, kind of watching how thunderstorms are going. No severe thunderstorm warnings right now. They all expired. Melissa's strengthening. She's a tropical storm, expected to become a hurricane later on tonight into tomorrow morning, and then a major hurricane, potentially pushing Cat 5 status by Tuesday. So, expected to make a landfall potentially in Jamaica and then go up to Cuba. So. Are the wind gusts and flooding? Yeah, you'll have the tornado threat in Houston tonight as well. It's going to be over overnight tonight in Houston. We're talking between like 3 a.m. and 6 a.m. So it will be a pretty interesting there. Yeah, Louisiana tomorrow as well. Tornado threat, wind threat, and hail threat. You name it. You got all 3 hazards tomorrow as well. So the storms will come in early tomorrow morning, first round, and then another round tomorrow afternoon. That's what it looks to be. Tornadoes can happen in Oregon, especially when you get a low pressure system that comes in and it deepens, and sometimes you get thunderstorms that form. And if there's just enough instability and shear, you can get a couple of tornadoes up there. It is possible. So. right. Models are very interesting for today. Alrighty. McLeod, Oklahoma will have a marginal risk, I believe, today. Very low in threat for wind. Yeah, I thought they would go enhanced today, honestly. I'm shocked that they hadn't yet. We just had our update, so we'll get another update at 3. You never know. If things uptrend for the next couple of hours here, we could see something for today. Tomorrow is going to be interesting to watch. I don't know if we'll get an enhanced risk tomorrow. We'll see. A 10% tomorrow. Well, it just depends on trends with models. We'll have to see how, like I said, this afternoon and this evening plays out. It's really dependent on morning time storms tomorrow as well. So, time frame tomorrow for Oregon. Let me look. Let's see here. Looks to be pretty early. 5 or 6 a.m. for you guys. That's what I'm seeing. Yeah, 5 to 6 a.m. as that low comes in. Yeah, very, very, very early. Yeah, so we'll see how that plays out tomorrow. Once again, guys, if you're coming in, I don't feel the greatest today. I'm very sick to my stomach today. I don't know if I'm like sick with something, if I ate something or what it is. But we're gonna try and battle this out today and see how it goes. I just don't feel great, so that's why I don't seem all super happy and all excited about today. So hopefully it gets better throughout the day. I just don't feel great. Wind gust, Fairly Odd Mom. Yeah, Sierra, Odessa's got storms coming in. Coming in right now. You got a round of storms coming in now. Nothing severe though right now. Peppermint tea helps. Oh, I might have to try that then. I may have to try that. So yeah, I may have to order some. I don't really have a lot of crackers. I may have to order some. Yeah, Houston will be later evening. Well, definitely Houston's gonna be overnight tonight. So see what the models are doing. Yeah, here's what the models got. Messy line of it. Storms tonight. This is like 11 o'clock at night tonight. Yeah, Houston's early tomorrow morning. So yeah, that looks gross for sure. Surprisingly, no severe thunderstorm warnings. Houston about 1 to 3 inches of rainfall, roughly. Yeah, about 1 to 3. I think most of Oklahoma today is going to be okay. There is that marginal risk that extends up here into southwest Oklahoma. There is an isolated tornado threat in here, wind threat, and hail threat later on this evening. If you guys get a lot of rain, it may completely lower that severe weather risk. We're just going to have to, like I said, see how things play out. Kind of go from there. There's Hazel. Surprised this storm in Fort Stockton doesn't have a severe thunderstorm warning on it. All right, let me get back and see if we have a new model run coming in. Hi, Katie. Welcome in. All right, we got 17Z is going to come in. We'll see what it does. Yeah, I think it's mostly too. I got no sleep last night whatsoever because I was thinking about today's weather and all of that stuff. And when I don't sleep, I get very, very nauseous too. And on top of that, my stomach hurts. So basically, I'm sleep deprived today, is what it is. Let's see here. I'm looking at some new model runs coming in. Is Dallas, Texas getting any of this? Yes, you guys are in the severe risk for today. You're in that slight risk. So you'll have the chance for an isolated tornado threat, wind threat, and hail threat. I believe we also have Air Recon inside. Melissa. Yeah, Melissa's getting close to hurricane status. Interesting. Yeah, guys, if you're in Texas, pretty much most of Texas today is going to see severe weather at some point. Brownwood, Texas, you guys are going to be later on tonight, probably closer to 10 o'clock to about 3 o'clock in the morning for you guys as your window. Until this line of thunderstorms officially develops this afternoon, we're not going to really have any idea on too much of the timing. It just depends on when these storms grow upscale. So, kind of in between there. We have no severe thunderstorm warnings. Yeah, Melissa is developing, looking a lot better, look a lot better today. see. Yeah, we got lots of rain out here in Central Texas. That'll be interesting to see how this plays out. How's Kansas looking? Kansas not seeing too much of anything. You guys, if you see anything today, it'd be general thunderstorms. Hello, Lacey. We'll see how things go here, guys, over the next few minutes. If we don't get any warnings or anything upticking, I may take a quick, like, power 1 hour nap or something like that. That way we can be here for tonight, because tonight's going to be way worse than this afternoon. And if I can't get rid of this nauseous feeling I have, we're not going to be able to power through anything at all today. So. It always never fails. I get sick whenever we have weather events happening. I did not sleep at all last night, guys. I probably had like maybe 2 hours of sleep, if anything, last night. I start school in January. I'll officially start in January. Yeah, no, I don't go back until January. Hold on 1 second. Okay. For anybody on the weather team in here, I just put a message in the group. So like I said, not a lot happening right now. General thunderstorms. We had some severe thunderstorm warnings here. This is expected, this line segment is expected to develop later on this afternoon. We're going to see storms start to fire off here later on this afternoon as well. That severe thunderstorm watch is out until 7 p.m. Central Time. You can see by 4 or 5 o'clock this afternoon, pretty decent storm song going here around southwestern Oklahoma, getting into West Texas here. I think what I'm going to do, guys, is much as I want to stay on here and just go, I'm going to probably get off and take a quick little nap. And that way we're on here for later this evening into tonight, because I feel like I'm going to get sick right now and it's not fun. So that's just part of how it is, I guess. So, I'll probably take a quick, like, 2 hour power nap, see if I feel better, and then we'll get back on here. That way we can be here for tonight, because the main event's really not going to be until late this evening, overnight tonight. I really thought we were going to get stuff going here this morning, or slash this afternoon. So I will see everybody back here again in a couple hours. If you're in this area right here, the western portions of Texas, you're in that severe thunderstorm watch. Just be mindful, damaging winds up to 70 miles per hour. An isolated tornado will be possible over the next 3 to 4 hours here, and then we'll have that large hail threat. So if it gets super crazy and some weird stuff happens, I'll be on standby to get on if we need to get on. But I'm gonna go take a little power nap and see if it helps me feel better. So I appreciate y'all. I'll be back in here again in just a little bit. Y'all stay safe, and we'll be back.